Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your love reading. Let's do a quick energy check and see who's coming towards you in love. What can you look forward to in love? And just overall guidance that your spirit team has for you at this point in time. I hope all of you are doing well. Please note this is a general reading, so only take the messages that resonate and leave the rest behind. So let's see. Let's see for my dear Scorpios. What is it that you can look forward to in love? Who's coming towards you? What guidance does your spirit team have for you? So we've got the first card, which is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Oh, okay. Cards are falling out. I did see the Tower. So maybe you guys are going through some big change right now. Or, okay, I do see the Seven of Swords. I think something that has been hidden or something that you've been expecting to get some news on might come out. Because with the Seven of Swords combined with a Tower card, I feel like some truth, something, that you've got your intuitive hunches on, I think that might come out very soon. And you've got the Nine of Cups. So I think a major wish fulfillment or just focusing on yourself, because we've got two nines now, the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So I think a lot of Scorpios right now are just kind of focusing on themselves, like looking at things that make us happy. I'm a Scorpio sun, so I resonate with this. I think you're doing a lot of healing work, doing a lot of inner work, going within, figuring out what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy. And I do see with that Seven of Swords, you're identifying opportunities or areas where you perhaps have self-sabotaged a good thing, or somebody else self-sabotaged like a really good connection or the possibility of a really good connection. So I think a lot of you are going inwards and focusing on your own inner peace and own inner happiness, which is a very healthy, beautiful kind of energy. What can Scorpios look forward to in love? And this is a timeless reading, so these messages were meant to reach you whenever you're watching this reading. Let's see, what can you look forward to in love? Okay, you've got the King of Cups, which is the Scorpio energy. So you could be attracting another Scorpio, or overall, just somebody who is very, very emotionally mature, got a good head on their shoulders. They don't get phased by difficult situations. You could be attracting another Scorpio or another water sign, Pisces, Cancerian. But yeah, this is really mature, good energy. And I think after you do that inner work and you go within and you start to introspect on where are areas where you need to do better on, and where are areas where you perhaps have self-sabotaged a good thing, in comes this beautiful, very mature person. Wow, this is amazing. This could also simply mean for some of you that your higher self is emerging now because you've done the inner work, because you've gone inwards and tried to investigate as to what's not working for you or what has not worked for you in the past. Your higher self emerges as the King of Cups. What else can Scorpio look forward to in love? Yeah, the King of Swords. Okay, so this is my Aquarius card. It could mean anybody who has strong air element in their chart. So this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Somebody who is, again, very logical, but mostly operates from like their mind rather than their heart. So somebody who is not very comfortable perhaps operating from their emotional space, but that does not mean that they don't have feelings for you, or they're not going to show them in their own sort of unique way to you. It just means that they're also a king energy, which is really nice. So you're attracting somebody like-minded, you're attracting somebody who's at the same level as you. So you're showing up as the King of Cups, or you can look forward to a King of Cups energy. And then you can also look forward to a King of Swords energy. I'm also getting this message that I think for a lot of Scorpions now, when it comes to love, when it comes to your personal life, you're going to take a decision which definitely satisfies your heart. So of course your feelings are invested in the situation, but also which makes sense, which is also logical and practical for you. I know it sounds a bit of an antithesis there, but I know that a lot of Scorpions struggle with balance because we're very all or nothing kind of people. But I do think that right now you're attracting this energy of balance, which is like equal measures heart, equal measures mind, which is really nice. Or it could simply mean you're attracting an air sign, but somebody who's very mature as well in their energy. You're not attracting pages or knights, you're attracting kings, which is amazing. What else? Let's build on this. Seven of Cups. So I think exactly, you have multiple people coming in, you have multiple options. We've seen two kings already. There might be more. What else? But it could also just mean an invitation to go within and really get clear on what is it that you are manifesting. Because sometimes this can mean obviously you have options, and it'll be up to you which way you want to take your life in. But Scorpions typically like to operate from a place of clarity, and I think till they're not clear, I don't see you acting on any of these options, because you've done this whole healing process, right, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups that we saw earlier in the reading. I don't think you're now going to settle for a confused state of mind, because you've worked so hard to get to a point of understanding, where things didn't work out in the past and what was the reason behind that, and therefore how can you do things differently in the future. And that has helped you manifest really mature energies, right? So if that's mature energy in your own self or just mature people around you, what else is coming towards Scorpio when it comes to love? Oh, you've now got the Queen of Swords. So we now have a divine counterpart showing up here, because we have the King of Swords that we just saw, and we have the Queen of Swords. So, wow, this is really cool, Scorpio. I do think that a lot of you are attracting your divine counterpart, or somebody who's going to be at your level, somebody who's going to see eye to eye with you. The Queen of Swords is, honestly, I know she gets a bad rap in the tarot, but she's just somebody who's seen a lot in life, and I think a lot of Scorpios would resonate with this kind of energy, where you've been through extreme highs, extreme lows, because being born under the sign of Scorpio is all about going through those, peaks and troughs. But somebody who's learned all their spiritual lessons, learned all their sort of, worldly lessons as well, and now is aloof, is very, very confident that, she's learned what she had to learn, and now with her hand sort of raised up, she's also open to any new experiences that come into her world. So this is quite cool. So you're attracting somebody who's your divine counterpart, who's at the same level as you, who wants the same things like you, who probably thinks from a similar standpoint or a similar viewpoint. You could have the same values. This is really cool. Okay, let's see who else is coming in, or what else is coming in for Scorpio when it comes to love. The Three of Cups. Okay, well, I know some of you might not be happy to hear this, and some of you might be very happy to hear this, but I do see somebody from the past showing up, or somebody who has been a friend so far, but now wants to maybe take the relationship to a romantic level, or this is simply you spending time with like-minded people, finding your tribe, having fun, going out, celebrating, having a good time, and maybe that's where you meet this divine counterpart. Or please don't shoot the messenger, I'm just reading cards here, but I do see somebody from the past wanting to reconcile, wanting to come back. And I think this happens with people when they do that inner work. When you start to clean out your karma, start to clean out your energy by thinking about where did you go wrong, where perhaps you could have done things differently. Because look, it takes two to tango. So a relationship is always about the actions of two people, right? So I think two or multiple people, I guess, whichever way your preference is. But it's always about each person has a role to play, and maturity is all about taking a step back and thinking about where you could have done things differently as well, where the other person or the other people involved could have done things differently as well. And taking that time out to be able to come back then to the same connection or a new connection with a lot more maturity. That is the theme of the reading so far, Scorpio, and I am liking it. Okay, let's get you some guidance. What does your spirit team want you to know? What can you do more of to manifest this abundance into your love life? What can you do more of? Judgment. Okay, so I think you need to take a decision, and this I was getting this kind of energy on the Seven of Cups, where we were talking about some confusion might surround you. But I was getting that feeling that I think you're going to be very clear because you've been doing the work. So I think you're going to take a big decision in the near future, um, and which can impact your life for many years to come. Because judgment is one of those big decisions, not one of those small, everyday kind of mundane tasks in life. And this is another confirmation that somebody from the past wants to come back into your life, and so wants to sort of resuscitate this connection, wants to sort of make this connection alive once again. So take it as it resonates. What you can do more of is that you need to be very clear if this person from the past is coming back. Like, do you want it? If not, what your reasons are for that. And if you want it, be very, very clear. And I always see this about people from the past, that As long as the lessons and the karma has been shaken out and everything that wasn't working in the beginning or earlier, right, in an earlier stage of this connection, as long as that has been worked through, I mean, hey, why not? But if not, then I think you're just going to go around repeating the same cycle. So you need to be very, very conscious that if it is somebody from the past, to really think about, have you done the inner work? Has the other person or the other people involved done the inner work, so that this time around it can be a healthy, more successful connection? Okay, what else can Scorpio do more of to manifest abundance in their love life? Okay, we've got the Three of Swords. So I think you definitely still have some more healing to do on past setbacks, past disappointments. If there was interference, and I typically on this channel don't like to talk about third party interferences and all of that. I think people use that language in a very casual way on tarot channels, and I think it can be very triggery for a lot of people watching. And it just Three of Swords, oh gosh, like I was just watching this other channel, and I mean, she's a great reader, but I don't know why she always reads Three of Swords as third party interference, and it's absolutely not that. It's not always that, like heartbreak because of a third party or a third person intervention. It simply means that there's been a major disappointment in the past. There is something that still hurts you. There is some pain that you still carry when it comes to your love life. This could just mean your own disappointments with your own behavior in past relationships where you couldn't rise to the occasion for whatever reason, where you felt deeply for somebody, but you couldn't show up in the way that you wanted to. And everybody goes through those experiences, for whatever reasons, right? Maybe you were focusing on your career at the time and the right person came along, but the timing was wrong. Or the other person was focusing on their career, and even though they felt like this was your person, but it didn't work out. So any kind of sort of, I think, heartbreak or pain that you're still holding on to, I wouldn't just say that just release it, because it's not that easy, but investigate it. Think about why that still lingers in your life. So where do you still need to heal? Where do you still need to go deeper? And as uncomfortable as it sounds, by the way, I did see the Four of Swords just wanting to come out. So you're very close to healing out these past setbacks and disappointments, but you need to continue to do the awesome work that you've been doing with the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups that we saw at the beginning of the reading. One more card for what else can Scorpio do more of? The Lovers. There are choices around you, Scorpio. There is something you need to get clear on. I think you could have two people to pick from, or I think there is a choice about what kind of next step do you want to take in for your personal life. What are you looking for? What kind of partner are you manifesting? What kind of relationship are you manifesting? How do you want to show up in your next sort of partnership? Or if you are sort of happily committed, though I think I'm resonating with a lot of single Scorpios in this reading, but for those of you who are in a happily committed sort of relationship, I think there is a decision or there's a certain way of operating in this relationship that needs to be examined. You're at a bit of a crossroads. I mean, that is very evident through the pattern of the cards that have come out so far. Let's see. What can Scorpio do less of to manifest abundance? So, which is basically the other side of the coin. What can you do less of? Yeah, so you've got some fears. You've got the moon is a very interesting energy. So we do have the new moon tomorrow, the new moon in Pisces. So this could be quite significant for some of you watching. But I think a lot of you have some fears of maybe opening up again, maybe being vulnerable to a connection, to a romantic connection all over again because of the past setbacks and the past disappointments. The time has come to go within and really investigate these fears. And sometimes the moon is just about illusions, like we're just making up these stories in our head when reality itself is very, very different from what we're imagining it to be. So somebody today needed to hear that. Where are you perhaps exaggerating the situation or worrying about it too much when actually in reality the situation is very different from how you imagine it to be in your head? The moon is also when we're not clear, when we're not seeing something clearly. So there is one common pattern. There are a couple of common themes, right, in your reading so far. One is that any state of confusion you need to get clear on. There are decisions, there are options around you, there are different ways of approaching a situation. You need to get super clear on which way you want to go. I think that will help you manifest a lot of abundance in your love life. The second thing is, I think there is some healing that still needs to be done. And I think you're very, very close, because we did see the Four of Swords wanting to show itself from the deck, but it didn't fall out of the deck. So I think you're almost there. And they say, right, people give up when they're the closest to getting to their goal. So I think, Scorpio, you're so close. Keep holding on. You're almost there. Woof. Okay. And a bunch of cards have just fallen out. And the one that I did see is the Ten of Cups. You're happily ever after. This is the happiest, one of the happiest cards in the deck. I think the Sun card is the other supremely happy card in the tarot deck. You're very close, Scorpio. I think you're very close to manifesting your long-term dreams, your long-term vision of whatever it is that you want in your personal life. While this reading is centered more around romantic love, but I would extend it a little bit and say that, whatever it is that you've been hoping to feel in your heart space, that can just be a feeling state, right? Maybe you think of the days where you weren't so anxious, where things just kind of went very smoothly. You felt like life was growing in a very organic way. You didn't have to like hustle and struggle so much. Maybe you miss those days and you've been thinking about how to connect back to your core, how to connect to your higher self. You are very, very close to getting there. There's just like one or a couple more steps to go, Scorpio, and then your Ten of Cups is here. Oof, at the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Hermit. You have been through a hermit mode. And I know that's true for a lot of Scorpios. They've been going within and really trying to introspect. I think you've been in that typical Scorpio energy of disconnecting from the 3D world and really retreating and going within and trying to understand why is it that you're feeling this way. But I do think you're very close because you've done the work. I'm going to close out your reading by an oracle card, and something has popped out of the deck. It says, my ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. Oh my God, I think this message was just meant for Scorpio right now. So I'm going to take it since it kind of flew out of the deck. That's amazing. And I see lots of fireflies and dragonflies on this card. So maybe that's a specific sign for some of you. If you're manifesting something, I see it coming. And also, sometimes you just have to kind of keep up your high spirits and keep manifesting, keep yourself in high vibration, do things that make you happy, because your ability to receive is going to be measured by how much you can practice good feeling thoughts. Okay, well, I guess that is super clear from your spirit team. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio, on what's the love energy around you currently. And I look forward to reading for you again. If this video resonated, please do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.